we talking about?
What's up, my Seeking Sister family? And thank you for the warm welcome back for those of y'all who showed up. Anyway, let's just talk about, Danielle, she a little sneaky. And if you're watching the show, when she do little shady shit, she knows she doing it, and she's doing it on purpose to irritate Lorena. We're going to talk about that when we get there. But she feeling some kind of way now because this girl is a permanent fixture in her damn house. It was okay when Garrick was out there just slanging his penis to everybody and they kept going away. But now that this person is really in the home and she really sharing space, she's starting to feel some kind of way about it. Did you catch when Lorena went into Garrett's room? Because first Danielle was saying something about, it's different now that she's here. And now I'm feeling like I literally got to share my space. She's in me and Garrett's room sharing. That was our space. But then she went in there and Lorena, if you caught it, she was sitting in the rocking chair. She had the baby. Danielle came and just took the baby right out of her hand. You can see the look on Lorraine's face. Like after that night that him and Lorraine had together, when he got to first play with his toy, she was feeling some kind of way after that. She was in her feelings after that shit, period. And it showed the next day just the way she was acting. She's like, okay, bitch, you may have got my man, but you ain't just gonna run around here and take my damn baby. I'm not gonna allow you to do that shit. Am I the only one who caught that damn scene? Had the boys put a little surprise together for Lorraine. They got her little bicycle so they can go bike riding and shit. That was something she was used to doing. Where in Brazil, they traveled a lot by bikes. But they didn't even invite Danielle to this little surprise. They brought the little baby though, but she wasn't even there for the surprise. They didn't even invite her on the bike ride. They didn't even tell her about the damn bike as far as I know. Here you got Danielle, she over there just working out saying, I just don't feel like feeling like the third wheel. But she's aware of that, and she used my language, that this boy got a new toy and she just gonna be put by the wayside. It happens to her all the damn time. Like it literally happens to her all the damn time. So she should already know what Garrick gonna do. But now it's not like they can leave Brazil and go back without a broad. She there with your ass. So now you got to deal with feeling like the third wheel and feeling not involved. Damn, you could have invited her to do the big reveal on her little bicycle and all. They off riding bikes, going on dates, having little lunches and shit, just having a good old time. Meanwhile, Danielle is just sitting at the house working out by herself, and they didn't even say bye. And the minute Garrick said he would be devastated if things didn't work out with Lorraine. He would be so devastated if she went back. And you can just look at the look on Danielle's face. Like, oh yeah, she knows she third right now. She is third. She is the third damn wheel. So they decided to get together. Danielle, Lorraine, and fake ass Christian Garrick. These fake Christians who you never see go to church. You don't even see them pick up the Bible. I don't even see a picture of Jesus in their dang on house. Where's the picture of Jesus in your house in the Bible? Y'all don't go to church because you can't go to church because everybody in your town don't want your ass at the damn church. So you just up there telling these wives of yours fake verses out of a Bible that you just come up with your own crazy ass interpretation, and they just look, man, stop it. So now they trying to have a conversation about their little schedule. Now that this is a permanent little thing going on, how we gonna do this? What's gonna be our sleep nights? We gonna sleep every other night? How we want to do this? Lorraine was like, we could do every other night. Seemed like every other night would be good. Danielle was like, well, no, how about every 3 nights? And I could look at Garrett's face like, I don't want to spend 3 nights with your ass. I want to do every other night, or maybe just when I feel like doing. I could just see Garrett's face. He was like, no, because he shot down that up to 3 night shit. Then they get on the subject of talking about the sheets. So then when such conversations started to get, somewhat a little serious, Lorraine, she's trying to have a conversation off that little thing she's talking through. Here, they are having this side conversation about the sheets, and you can look at Danielle. She can see Lorraine pick up the thing and trying to talk to her. She looked right at her and she did that little fake little laugh thing, like she did that shit on purpose. And Lorena was like, hold up, bitch. Like, hold up. I don't like this shit. I want to be a part of the conversation. What you guys doing is disrespectful. You know, that shit was disrespectful. So Garrick, he straight up apologized. But you never heard Danielle apologize for anything. She just kind of looked at her like she did that shit on purpose. Like I said, ever since he was able to play it with his real toy, and they shared space, she been on one. She doing a little undercover, little petty shit. She being a little passive aggressive. That's what that shit is. That's exactly what's going on. And I know you guys had to catch it if you watch the damn show. Now, what they need to do, they got computers. They need to get a program on the computer where she could sit down an hour a day or however long she feel like it, so she can learn English. Get her in an ESL class, something. They can give her something so she can learn English, and they too can learn her language. That way they can both be on the damn same page. Because I would get tired of talking to that apple shit. But Danielle was actually disrespectful, and she did that shit on purpose. She gonna keep being petty because she gonna keep feeling left out. Now, they had a scene at the end where Lorraine was in the bathroom on the floor crying, but it didn't look like bad tears, and I could see the baby's toilet in the back. Now, being that we all know that she's pregnant now, maybe this is when she find out that she is pregnant and with child, because then you hear Danielle say, I hope that Lorraine don't betray her. So we'll see where that shit go with them. But next, let's talk about sneaky ass Yessel. Yessel is a whole ass trip. Look at this picture of Danny. Danny looks like a better photo of the Mona Lisa. So we finally get to meet Jackie. And again, I say, why are they doing this? Danny don't really want to do it, because when the girl asked her, how would she feel about them having relations, right? Because she said, I like that. I like to pump it up. I like to get down like that. You know, how you gonna feel about that? You know, and Danny is like, well, she don't know. Well, if you don't know, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be a big part of it. Like Yessel said, well, that's going to be part of the thing. So either you're going to be with it or you're not going to be with it. But the thing is, from what I'm understanding, they've been talking to this girl for about 2 weeks. And then these 2 weeks, they tell this girl that the wife is absolutely not bending on at her having other kids with him. Period. Non-negotiable. And it just seemed like when you get into these relationships, if you're looking for a sister wife, you would fucking start with that. You know what I'm saying? So you just not wasting people's time. And I feel like this is what they're doing. They're wasting people's time. Here his ass, he going out of town. Okay? He going out of town for a little while. I guess maybe a month or something. He goes for extended time. So in this time, he wants them to get together and kind of feel each other out, kind of get comfortable with each other. But he already know that she gonna get up before he get back. He said this relationship probably gonna be done before they even get back. And it will, as long as she's not Benny. But I just feel like they real shitty for not starting with, hey, we want a sister wife, but you need to already know we can't have kids with each other. Period. That's what, no. So I hope your tube's tied or something, because we can't have kids for each other, but we hope you got some kids so we can come in and help each other take care of each other's kids. Like I said, why can't she just have his ex-wife come over and be her damn friend while his ass is out of town? Because apparently this shit ain't for her. It's like I almost don't even feel like dealing with their ass, because we know she don't want to do this shit. Here's another thing that annoys the shit out of me. You done introduced Jackie to your family and your friends. You done introduced her to the other, your ex. But still, at no point, like I said, you ain't told this girl about the whole baby. Like, come on. Because we already know she want to have one. So I just think it's just fucked up to go through all this just so her and Danny can finally get some alone time, so Danny can be a control freak asshole, because that's how she's coming off. She's controlling this whole sister wife situation. So like I said, there's no point in them even doing this shit. Period. And this couple here, they put Mr. Jazz hands on his first little date, and that date was, it was just so awkward. It was just so awkward because she didn't know what to think of his ass. She just first off figured, like anybody else would figure, he like men or something, because like she said, he is too damn flamboyant for her. She need a man. And it sound like just from their conversation going back and forth, if she was to get into one of these little situations, she would want to be with his wife too, because she wanted that to be an option, because she liked both parts, period. But she don't want to have no kids, and that's what they looking for, somebody to have kids. So he made sure on his date he let her know, this is what we want a sister wife for. We want to build our family, grow our family, period. Do you want to have more kids? She already got grown kids. She ain't trying to have shit else. She couldn't wait to leave that damn date, especially when it started talking about the little XEX thing. He's like, he vanilla. He just straight. He says, just like the flavors. They was getting the ice cream. And it had all these different little flavors. So she got her little flavor. She said, why don't you go out on a limb and get you something a little different? He's like, no, I'm vanilla. And that's how I am, vanilla in bed. So basically, he's saying, I'm just plain. You're going to get a little few pumps from me. And that's about all I got to give anybody. I'm not going to do anything extreme. Nothing freaking, nothing. Just pump, give. And we going to go to sleep, watch TV, maybe tell a joke or sing a damn Looney Tunes song or something. That's what we go do. She couldn't wait. She said, this shit ain't working. We are not vibing together. I think it is time. She walked out that damn door so fast, y'all. Now Matthew been out there on a date. He said, since this heifer won't answer my text, because he said I sent her a damn text, sent her a nice heart-filled text, and she didn't answer me back. So he said, I figured since she wasn't going to answer me back, let me go out here and see what's out there. So he ran into one of his little old high school friends and decided, hey, was talking to her for a while, for a little bit, over the internet. And he shared that with his wife. Now, his wife wasn't too happy about that shit. She said that just made her stomach sink. So she felt like it's too soon. And she felt like she cheating, he's cheating on today. He says any other time this would be okay. But she's like, this shit don't feel right. I just think it's too soon. And she says, I'm really feeling some kind of way about it. And she says, normally I don't go on first dates with his ass, but I'm going to go on this one because I'm feeling some kind of way about it. So they go on a date where they sell all this witchcraft stuff, because apparently she said she a witch, Wicca, whatever she called. She little witch and everything. Here they are introducing, he introduced her to his wife. And they talking about the colors. I like purple. I like what you got on. It was just a little weird. And the wife's just sitting there looking at their ass like, yeah, whatever. And sit down like, what type of place is this? And she let them know, I'm a witch. I practice this X, Y, and Z. And they trying to get to know each other. They talking and shit. And at this point, she was like, well, what we gonna do? We just gonna make some damn candles. And they wrapped some shit around some candles. And it just wasn't for them. It wasn't for them. The wife was like, where the hell he pick up this crazy broad from? And even he said he didn't know she was like this. He said she wasn't like this in high school, babe. I don't know. She wasn't like this in high school. So we just gonna put her back on the shelf. I learned the error of my ways. And I'm done. That shit pissed off the wife so much. She said, let me call Shanae, whatever her name is. She said, because I'm missing her. You would think that the wife was more in love with the girl than the damn husband, because that's how it was coming off. Because I'm sitting there thinking, well, if they ain't together and they not vibing, why can't you two just be friends? Y'all can't get together once a month, twice a month. You only live an hour away. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they putting so much energy into Matt, contacting her, moving forward with this relationship, being a conversationalist, just being. Apparently, he don't do enough. He said he done sent her a text, and there's no follow-up. So the wife was like, well, after you sent her the text, did you follow up? He's like, no. And you know what? He's a man, ladies. And when you get my age, you're going to figure out men are men. He's not going to follow up. In his mind, she didn't answer back. She didn't say okay. She didn't give even a mad face emoji. She didn't do none of that shit. So why would he not think what he thought? Well, I guess it's a wash, this over. So no, he didn't follow up. We got to tell him what we want. Now we got to express that to them. So as much as you like to say he don't express himself, maybe y'all need to do a little bit more expressing yourself to him and tell him exactly what you want, when you want it, how you want it, for him to understand what your needs are, ladies. I'm just saying. Been with my husband for damn near 30 years. So yeah, I'm just saying. And some shit just ain't gonna go away. You gonna have to tell him, baby. So the two ladies get together and they talk about the text Matt sent. And so she said, well, did you see the text? She's like, no, he just kind of told me what he said. He was over here. Let me just read the text to you, what he said. So she reads the text. And then wife was like, okay, so what happened after that? Was there any follow up? It's like, no, I haven't heard from him. It's been 2 weeks. I ain't heard shit from him after that. So she said, well, he got just a hard time communicating. I just want us to, she just really want them to have a whole nother try again. So she gonna have a conversation with Matt. So what Matt decided to do, or gonna try to do, he said, well, he can kind of see the error of his ways. She made him feel bad for not doing a follow-up. She had a conversation to him. She communicated to him about following up what he should have did. And like I said, he don't know. Sometimes we just got to tell the men what to do. So he said, okay, he gonna try to see if he can do something different, like change the hours of his job, or try to do something like that. That way he can spend time like every other weekend with Janae. So he gonna try to do something. So we gonna see where this conversation goes when they talk. But we also gonna see a whole nother conversation when they come back, when Janae go tell her family that they're part of some sister wife shit. So that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be kind of funny too. So I can't wait to see that shit. So anyway, that's it. That's all. Sorry if this seemed rushed or like I didn't have a whole lot of information, but I've just been, I just started watching it again. So some of the stuff, I'm doing it off the dome, and I didn't write the shit down. So y'all, if I miss some shit or miss somebody, I do sincerely apologize. Anyway, y'all, don't be an asshole. Hopefully I'll be able to come back with Housewives of Potomac if y'all care to hear any damn thing. Anyway, don't be an asshole, y'all. Bye.